this is your first time seeing me with glasses, because I did just pick them up earlier today, so bear with me. I might be like more fidgety than usual as I just get used to wearing them and having them and all of those sort of things. But let's just get right into the video. Today I wanted to focus on checking in with you all. I created a July personal curriculum, so I want to go over that with you all, and then just I don't know, just talk and maybe work on some reading or something. I'm currently doing a read with me vlog, a write with me vlog, so I probably won't do either of those things in today's video, but either way. So this is my creative journal. It's normally in my traveler's journal from New Oyster, but I took it out so I could easily show you all. And I created a July personal curriculum. I got the idea from Mind Body Mail. And so the first course is the art of creativity. I have 3 focuses for each course. One is to write 500 words a day, a total of 15,500 words a month. And I am meaning that especially for a book that I had initially had at the beginning of this month, but since then I've started 2 other books. So I started that book, the starting point at the time that I came up with the personal curriculum was 21,997. I am now close to, I'm like 100 words shy of 30,000, so I'm definitely gonna hit that goal. The next goal was to read the Creative Act. Haven't started that. The goal was to post at least 12 YouTube videos. I've already posted 3. I have 2 more that are being uploaded in the next few days. So I'll already be almost halfway there. I just had to find my pen so I could mark this off as we're going. So I'm just gonna, I've been using tally marks just because I think that that's the easiest way. So yeah. Then I have The Art of Loving and Black and Educated. We're obviously going to start with The Art of Loving. This was inspired by Olivia Dean's album with the same name. And so basically each of the 3 focuses were inspired by my favorite songs from her album. Well, not all of my favorite songs, but I just picked 3 that I felt like would be easiest. So that was focused on being nice to someone and giving them a chance. Now this one is funny because I typically, when it comes to dating, I'm pretty strict and I don't really give people a fair chance. And with that said, the first half of the year I wasn't even worried about dating someone. I had just gotten out of a relationship in January, so I was focusing on healing. And so being nice to someone and giving them a chance. What I just said goes into the second one, which is to take baby steps and don't rush into anything with anyone. Obviously, again, dating after 6 months might for some seem too soon. For me, it wasn't. I feel like I'm ready to be dating again, but I'm also not ready to be in a relationship again, is what I'm realizing about myself. So just take things slow. Just because I like someone doesn't mean I have to get into a relationship with them right away. So that is what that one is about. I know the song doesn't exactly talk about that, but that's what I am using as my takeaway. And then keep my boundaries and wait on someone to show up as the man I need. Obviously, the man I need is definitely top 3 songs, if not number 1. Love that song down. And yeah, we're just not gonna give anybody my heart if they're not showing up properly. Been there, done that. Don't recommend, and definitely not gonna do it again. Moving forward with Black and Educated. This is the only one where I have multiple goals, more than 3. So I have finish a certification, listen to 45 podcasts, finish 1 self-help book, start 75 books. I'm actually on day 10 of that challenge. Stay consistent with my course that I'm taking from grad school. Then I have Get Well Soon and Mommy 375. I don't know why Mommy 375 and not 365. I feel like motherhood for me never stops, so that's probably why. Yeah. Okay, so for Get Well Soon, finish the Advanced Practitioner certification, which I did on July 7th. By the way, that over there, I know you all can see it, so I'm going to address it. That is my son's Spider-Man sticker from his bed. He decided to rip it off one day and put it on the wall and then rip it off the wall, so that's the remnant there. I just let him do his little thing. But anyways, yeah, so I finished that certification already. Walk at least 150,000 steps, nowhere near that. Last month, by now, I had already walked 114,000. Oh no, my phone doesn't recognize me with Face ID. That's so funny. It's not used to me having glasses. But, this time last month, I had already walked 116,000, and for this month, I don't know if you all can see that, but for this month, I've only walked 14,000. So, not sure about the 150,000. We're still gonna try. Again, not sure. And then limit fast food to only once a week. I think I've been doing well with that, but obviously, I'm not gonna check it off until the end of the month. And then Mommy 375, that's the one I was just adding to. So I have take my son to the park at least twice a week. Have not been doing that. It has been late hundreds, like 106, 107 all day, and I'm just not taking him out in that heat for him to have a heat stroke. So we'll see about that one. I'm just gonna have to find a way to pivot and make that one still happen. I made this at the beginning of the month when it was still good weather, like 80s and 90s and stuff. Put him on the potty at least 3 times a day. Still trying to potty train him, and it's not going well. I'm gonna be honest. But obviously that's more on me than it is on him. So yeah, take him to at least 2 kid places. I don't know how possible that is to happen. We'll just have to see. And then start teaching him how to swim. We just got back from the pool today, and that's why I decided to add that one. This was my first time taking him to the pool since he's been walking age and able to like learn things more. And then the final one is Young, Wild, and Free. And I have 3 goals for this one. Going to an event, which was the Jacquees live performance on 4th of July. Going out for drinks and just living a little. I did that the first day of July, and then going to the beach, which I'm probably going to do next weekend. So that is my personal curriculum. I also created a TBR, which is just like the books that I want to read. They're all black. Well, except for one. A Twisted Love is obviously not a black owned, but like Curvy Girl Summer, Capone, Big Girl Blitz, Real, Count on You are obviously all black owned books. And then I also created a To Be Finished, which is all the books that I still need to finish. I've already finished one book off of here, which was She Was a Quiet One, and I had I should have had A Court of Thorns and Roses on here, but I've also finished that. So I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses, Wished Upon a Savage Book 1 and 2, and She Was a Quiet One. So I finished 4 books already. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I wanted to keep this video short. I have to go be in mommy mode now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll see you all in the next one.